How does microgravity increase bacterial virulence? Have you ever wondered how living in space affects tiny organisms like bacteria? The environment in space is so different from what we experience on Earth, and it can change how bacteria behave. One of the most fascinating aspects is how microgravity, or the near weightlessness experienced in space, can actually make bacteria more harmful. When astronauts are aboard the International Space Station, they are in a microgravity environment. This lack of gravity changes the way bacteria grow and interact with their surroundings. On Earth, gravity plays a big role in how bacteria move and gather nutrients. In space, without these forces, bacteria experience a completely different situation. For starters, the absence of gravity means that bacteria do not have the same fluid movement around them. This can lead to less shear force, which is the pressure of fluid moving past cells. With less movement, bacteria can find it easier to gather nutrients and remove waste. This change can lead to faster growth rates and stronger communities known as biofilms. Biofilms are clusters of bacteria that stick together and can be more resistant to antibiotics and the immune system. Another important change occurs at the genetic level. In microgravity, bacteria can alter their gene expression. This means they can change how they grow, how they resist antibiotics, and how they produce harmful substances called toxins. For example, certain strains of Escherichia coli, a common bacterium, have shown increased toxin production in space. This can make them more capable of causing infections. Additionally, the bacterial cell membranes can become more fluid in microgravity. This change can affect how bacteria interact with host cells, making it easier for them to invade and cause illness. Nutrient transport is also modified, allowing bacteria to thrive even when food is scarce. This gives them an advantage during infections, especially in the confined space of a spacecraft. For astronauts, understanding these changes is vital. Increased bacterial virulence poses a risk to their health during long missions. To combat this, astronauts receive training on microbial risks and hygiene practices. Space missions also implement strict monitoring and sterilization procedures to control bacterial growth. Research aboard the International Space Station continues to investigate how bacteria behave in microgravity. This ongoing study helps scientists develop better hygiene protocols and effective treatments to keep astronauts safe. In summary, microgravity creates an environment where bacteria can become more virulent. By changing their growth patterns, gene expression, and interactions with nutrients, bacteria can pose a greater risk to human health in space. This knowledge is essential for ensuring the safety of astronauts during their missions.